So I want to talk briefly about the left-handed drills that you see. They're all over YouTube, and coaches have been doing those for generations. And I think there's some value in doing some left-handed drills, but I think the mistake is people think that that's going to be a panacea, a cure-all for two-handed backhand problems. And it's just not. Like, you need to have all the mechanical things that I talked about. You have to have all these skills before even a left arm work's going to help you. But if Micah hits just left arm, use that top hand and just take it back with two and then swing with one. Like, it's a good exercise. You know, who's gonna argue that it's a bad exercise? It's a good exercise because it does a lot of good things physiologically. You know, you strengthen the musculature of the left shoulder, all of the upper back, shoulder girdle muscles, shoulder muscles, glenohumeral muscles, all of the muscles of the left side of the body, the arm, even the left wrist. Everything's going to get stronger. So it's really good. You're also going to develop proprioception and coordination on this side. Like, it's really good to work on all that stuff. You can do. I've been working on this with a few of my students. You can use the left arm to spin the ball, like to work on angles, like trying to activate the wrist a little more to create an angle, so that you can work on topspin with the left arm. As we talked about, the left arm is important in going upward, and also the ISR of the left shoulder is important. So, like, there's a lot of good stuff you can do here, just, you know, for the left side of the body, but it's by no way gonna like make a backhand great all by itself. Like, people seem to think, well, if I get this player to use their left arm, they're gonna have an amazing backhand. But it's a good question, is should a really good two-hander be able to hit a good left-handed forehand? I would say most likely you would like to see that, but I don't think it's absolutely essential. There's probably some people that can't hit a great left-handed forehand that have a great two-handed backhand, but in general, I think most good two-handed backhands have a good left side, like they can do the left side well. That's a really good debate. Like, we could say, drop a comment and let me know if you think, if you have a great two-handed backhand, does that automatically mean you have a good left-handed forehand? Is that a requirement or not? Let me know what you think. You try to get the wrist moving, like for the topspin. So the left-handed drill, aside from the physical training, like, there's all sorts of little exercises you can do with the left side. I should make a video about that for you guys. We should do a video where I go through all the different variations that you can do with the left arm to help your two-handed backhand. But it's not a cure-all. It's not going to fix major problems like if your backswing's too big, or if you're too locked and you're just locked with the left arm, or the one thing, or if you're not extending, or if you're cramped, or, you know, all these things that go wrong with the two-hander are still going to be there when you bring the other hand back. The one thing I would say is, what I see with players very commonly is I see players dominate with their front arm. So they don't really use their left arm well. They dominate the swing. A lot of times they'll pull across with the dominant arm. As they're swinging through, the dominant arm will pull, and the racket will get out of alignment, and they'll have a swing that looks very muscled. So with players like that, and I've written a number of articles about this, is you can either rip the left arm off and teach them a one-hander. One-handers are becoming very rare nowadays. Or if you need to have a two-hander and you see like a very weakly activated left side, then you're going to need to do a lot of left-hand work. With players like that who are really dominating and they've developed the muscle memory to force through with the dominant arm, they're going to need to take this arm off, let go, and they're going to need to do like a lot of different exercises with the left. And then you bring the right arm back and you learn to swing without too much activation in the front arm, where the front arm's overpowering the back arm, the non-dominant arm. So that's in a situation, a specific case study like that, case situation like that, scenario like that, you're definitely going to need to do a lot of left arm work. But for most people who are just like they have a two-hander that's not very good, or it's not very modern, doing a lot of left-handed drills is not going to solve all of your issues. So I don't want you to think that. But in particular, in certain cases where you have overwhelming force of with this arm dominating, it will help you a lot. You're still going to have to work on all those other mechanical things that this video is all about. If you like this video about the ATP backhand, I've got a great video that you'll love right here.